Government shutdown is currently impacting millions of Americans, including thousands right here in Maryland. And as of midnight, federal funding for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, better known as SNAP, expired. And now we're joined by Congressman Johnny Olszewski. This has been a top of mind for you and so many other leaders. Our first question for you this morning is, let's begin with SNAP benefits. They were expected to expire at midnight for 40 million Americans, including thousands here in Maryland. Is Congress taking any action right now as we speak?
Yeah, unfortunately not. Congress has not taken action in light of the fact that 680,000 Marylanders are set to lose their food benefit supports. That's almost 270,000 Maryland children. And this is something that has never happened before in a government shutdown. And so we can talk about the reasons behind that and the prospects of getting back out of this, but we should never have people go hungry as a result of those disagreements. And so I was encouraged that there was a federal court that just recently ruled that the Trump administration could not withhold the over $5 billion that we've set aside intentionally as Congress for contingency funds. So there was an order that just came out that said those funds have to be released. I know local leaders like County Executive Klausmeyer, Mayor Scott, Governor Moore all released funding for local food banks and other food providers. But I'm hopeful that this order really reinforces what is the law, that funding that is contingency, that is meant to feed hungry Americans and hungry Marylanders will be released.
Yeah. Another topic top of mind is open enrollment. Your party is fighting to extend subsidies on the Affordable Care Act, and open enrollment begins today. What are the impacts of those subsidies expiring?
Those are significant impacts. They're really tax increases on hardworking Maryland families, and it's why I want Congress to get back to work. We could both extend supports for things like food supports. Speaker Johnson has canceled votes now 5 weeks in a row, but we could be tackling that. We could be tackling the affordability crisis. We could do things like health care. The subsidies that were put in place to make health care more affordable are set to expire the end of the year. Today, November 1st, people can go online and they'll start seeing just how much their premiums, their copays will go up. For the average family of 4 in Maryland making $90,000 a year, we're talking about over $3,000 a year of increases. And that really creates a really impossible choice of how do you find that extra money, or do you choose to go without health care? And that drives up costs for everybody, unfortunately. So we have to find a solution to this health care crisis.
Right. And we also want to ask, Republican leaders say, open the government and we'll negotiate you on these, they'll negotiate with you on these subsidies. Why aren't Democrats taking on that option? I know a lot of people want to know.
Yeah, well, we can't negotiate if we're not talking to each other. And the president is literally traveling the world right now, not present in the United States. He's dancing on tarmacs. The speaker, as I mentioned, has canceled votes for several weeks. We should be talking. We should reopen the government. We know that our federal employees are hurting, that services are being impacted, and we need to be talking to get the government open. I think that there is room for compromise. Millionaires should not be getting subsidies for health care insurance, for example, but we have to meet this moment. And I've also said we have to have a clean continuing resolution, but it has to have protections for cuts. So we've seen billions of dollars of cuts in the past, over $9 billion unilaterally done by the president and Republicans in Congress. The president explicitly threatened funding for the Francis Scott Key Bridge. So for me, my bright line before we do anything in negotiations is we have to have protections against additional cuts so that we keep things like the Key Bridge funded, that we don't see additional cuts to programs, we don't see more employees fired. Maryland has had over 15,000 people fired before the shutdown. So I think we can and we should come together, and there's a way to do it, but let's actually get in a room. I think leaders should be locked in the room until we have the government reopened and we get back to work.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks
really
for having
appreciate
me.
you joining us.
Always.
We're running out of time. Be sure to stay